Hey everybody. So a couple of days ago I spectated Kragi playing Mauga in quick play. Okay, I was waiting for he was waiting for me to play a gun game. He played a quick play and he plays some Mauga. Now Kragi is an absolutely insane player, but when I checked the stats I was like, what is even happening? This game, wait, let me move my camera to the side. This game went on for 14 minutes and 4 seconds, and he did with Mauga, I know that you can see some pixels barely, 1080p by the way, 36,590 damage, 8,967 healing, and 1,997 damage mitigated. So these numbers are amazing, and I want to see what did he do, because this was on a King of the Hill. Okay, it was pretty close King of the Hill, but he did 36,600 damage almost in what, in 14 minutes? So I asked him for the replay code. Big shout out to Kragi. Make sure to check his channels out as well. And let's spectate and see what he did.
Round one.
How does he play this? We close the rating. Just walks out. What are the comps? Lucio Kiri? Okay, probably tanks the sub. Takes the corner, reloads, starts with full ammo. Doesn't eat instantly, reloads. Waits for people to set up. Once people are set up, he's shifting in first, taking another corner. And now when he starts to take damage, he's using his E. Shooting non-stop. If he feels like he's low, he's gonna try to pin out. Oh my god, Bolt barely moved them. Barely moved them.
37 months, 37 seconds.
I love how we just took control over the entire lobby. You know? Take corner, wait a bit. Not using cooldowns at the beginning, not standing still. Your shift is like on a 6 cooldown. On a 6-second cooldown. Playing on the right side. Second he got ult, just spam, and now he's gonna die. First diff, okay, understandable. Maybe went a little bit too deep. I think that Ana and Brig are better in close corridor than Lucio and Kiri. A little bit too close. Okay. Starts with left click, medium to long range, then just left click, right click when they roll up close. Has the possibility of shooting Echo. And Brig decides to shoot Mauga probably to regenerate HP. And so far, I have no idea how he got 36,000 damage. Okay. Let's continue. Oh wait, they're in the spawn. Okay, left click from this distance. Waiting, then right click. Now both of them when they're getting close. That's a big EMP. Spamming the tank out. Noticing they're going to be able to meld up. Goes for the end afterwards. Cancels the pin. And secures the point. Bro, Kitsune Gash plus Mauga just shooting. Holy dude. That is a lot. Okay, I think he ult tapped now. Okay, okay. Understandable. Just standing still, holding the right corner. Oh my god, 2 of them. 3 of them actually. You have to beat, focus the copy first. How many chains are there? How is he not dying, bro? That's so much lifesteal. Shoots Mauga, okay. Now they just go one by one, just staggering themselves. Back out. Always shifts again to like stop the pin animation from going in. Okay, they're gonna lose this team fights, I think. I like that he's holding up close right side the choke.
My ultimate is almost charged.
He always starts with left click and then starts shooting with both guns. Even if he gets his Wagner not on them. But always starts with left click a little bit. Making sure that he lands some shots for sure. Focusing the Brig and Gali or Mauga. Okay. Getting out. Didn't cancel this time. Oh, Brig decides that. Brig. Goes on point. He's gonna clutch this. He has his ultimate. He can actually clutch this and isolate them. Oh, no. He got a lot of HP. Okay. I don't know, like, when I saw these stats, I thought that he had Ana and Moira just bucketing him non-stop.
Hey there.
Okay.
I know who's been naughty.
Ooh, she knows, chat. Have you been naughty? Dodges the sleep, walks to the right a little bit, and when he faked that, he went to the left. Gets died. Pins right in afterwards because sees the Storm guy in the back, going for the back line. So doesn't go by himself. Goes a little bit too deep though and dies. Okay, testing the limits. Testing the limits there. I feel like Mauga is one of those heroes in which if you have a better team comp, you're probably going to win overall. Like, it encourages you to understand how much supporting you can get from your teammates, you know? But I see that he has set his eyes on Brig. If Brig is close, then Brig just gets melted. I don't think that Brig is that. Like, Brig is a very brawl hero. You gotta be in range, you know, because she's a melee hero. But you're just gonna get hard focused by Mauga. And he uses his E after he takes a big chunk of damage, like at least 100 HP. Oh god, the tracking. Yeah, the second like Brig is in, it's just Brig. Just focus Brig.
EMP activated.
I don't think he got 10k damage in this round though. I think this was more like 7 or 8. There's no way for me to check how much damage he has right now. Just saw the stats afterwards when we were spectating at the end. But I love the fact that he's taking corners, saving cooldown as much as possible, and whenever he starts shooting at a little bit with left click from what I'm seeing.
The demon on your side.
And then if they're getting closer and he feels like he can be in the bullet spread of when you do both left click and right click, he's going to go for it.
I think I can make this worth my time.
Okay, what happens here? Let me just speed this up a little bit.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2.
Gonna pin out.
Only winners allowed on this team.
Okay, winning Wednesday team. See left click, up close, after he takes 100 or 200 damage, that's when he uses his E. And he shoots the tank. I think the reason why he shoots the tank is that you are guaranteed with your bullet spread to regenerate HP off the tank. And if somebody gets too close, that's when you focus the squishy. Right? Because right now, look, they look too close, they glow, that's it. Brig is too close, slow, boom, that's it. But up until a mistake happens from the squishies, he's just gonna shoot the tank to regenerate HP. Knows he has the advantage here, so he's gonna stay really close. Very nice. And he has his ultimate already after one team fight. Holy. Like, for me, when I was playing him in quick play, what I was doing is I was left clicking a little bit and then right clicking and then walking in and shooting. He doesn't do that. He starts with left click, walks towards them to control an area, and then does both shots on the tank so that the damage he takes while closing the distance will be regenerated because he's focusing the tank with his E, like his lifesteal ability. Controlling the corners, you always see that he's never in the open. And just shoots the tank. But again, if somebody overextends, it's gonna focus the squishy. Now this is, so far I think that this is like 12,000 damage though. This is so much damage. Okay. He was streaming, so this is like why you see him standing still sometimes. Smiley face. Reading chat from time to time. Okay, Kiriko to beat it. Is he gonna focus? Kiriko or Mauga? Just Mauga. He has to drop. He knows he's gonna take a lot of damage. And this is so much sustain. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Didn't want to control the corner. Again, like, I don't think that this is optimal gameplay overall with him.
Okay.
But it is a beginning of understanding his kit and how he can get very high damage stats. Okay. Waiting a bit. Always making sure that he starts the fights with full ammo, see? Now when they're close, both shots. Shoots, waits until he's on fire, then both shots. Spamming a little bit, not using his Z. See, his E is a very important ability. Again, left click from this distance, maybe some right click here and there, goes low. He's just waiting for everybody to regroup. 5v5, ultimate is gonna be available, just poking. Dragon's in. Drop, takes space, now he uses his E once he takes some damage, not instantly, you know, he waits a bit. Doesn't doesn't decide to pin in that distance. Just uses the ultimate as a shield in that case. I don't think that his intention was to actually grab the soldier. It was to put a Reinhardt shield in front of the visor. That was smart. I personally would have shifted towards the soldier, but that would have lowered my DPS to make sure that I get the soldier and maybe the backline in. But he used his ultimate as literally a circle, you know, like a shield, like a Reinhardt shield that covers a bigger area. Has to pick between the support and the DPS. Starts focusing the support. A tall Winton bubble. That's the way to see it. So you don't necessarily have to use your ultimate as just go in and grab as many people as possible. You can use it as literally a shield to block enemies. Staying in the fox while dodging. And he doesn't shoot the squishies, by the way, at all. What is this? Using the window deck. He just shoots the tank. If you shoot, I think his thing is, I don't know if he was doing this on purpose or not, but I think that if you shoot the squishies, you will lose some shots because of the bullet spread, while if you shoot the tank, you guarantee your highest, you don't guarantee necessarily a teamfight win. It might not be the highest optimal, the most optimal damage. It will be the highest damage because you're gonna land most of the bullets, but it will definitely increase your sustain the most because you'll land the bullets. Oh my god, that tracking there. So I think this is the reasoning. If you want to stay alive in the fight as much as possible, you shoot the tank. That is so much. And now when he's low, he's gonna try to escape, but doesn't quite work. Gonna respawn soon. And I think this round's over. Yeah, this round's over. Okay. This is probably 20k damage. I think this round is gonna be huge. I think in 4 minutes he's gonna do 10k damage. But yeah, like looking at him, I thought that I was shooting tanks a lot with Mauga. Right? I was like, oh my god, I'm spending 3/4 of the game shooting tanks. He's shooting 90% of the time tanks.
Let's win this thing.
The tank, I mean.
This.
And if somebody overextends, that's when he goes for it. He doesn't force opportunities onto squishies. He forces opportunities onto the tank and punishes the mistakes of squishies, if that makes sense. So if the DPS and supports don't do a mistake, he's gonna completely ignore them and go for the tanks. But if somebody's out of position, that's when he's gonna go for them. Okay. Then we'll left click. Oh, wait a second. He DC'd. Oh, he's gonna get him? He's not gonna get him. Fake play. He's so fake play. And now sees them a little bit on the side. Not gonna shoot Mauga. Yeah, look, for example, in this case, I think this is a little bit of trolling. If he's being pocketed by 2 supports and in his healing station there, I think the right call is to shoot the Moira because the soldier is not going to be able to do damage to, you know? He was limit testing, trying to see how much damage he's going to be, if he can, like, cut through the sustain that soldier was getting there. But in that case, it's clearly you walk with your left click to get as close as possibly as you can to the Moira that doesn't have fade, and that's when you use both shots. Because if you use both shots at the same time, then you're gonna move slower. Okay, the tank DC'd, but this is still like a lot of damage. You're gonna have another tank coming in soon. Starts with pin here. Okay. He turns his camera before the pin ends. Like, he's not waiting for the pin to end and then he turns his camera. He's not wasting time. He's pinning and then he's turning. Not in that case. A little bit earlier. He's limit testing so much. Okay. Ultimate available soon. I use both of the guns so much faster because he's making sure that he's landing every single bullet when he uses both guns because of the spread. Sheesh. That's how he makes sure that he gets the highest amount of DPS. And the highest amount of DPS combined with his sustainability, his E, that gives him lifesteal, is what helps him stay alive more in team fights, does more damage, and how he got to these insane numbers. And see, this is what I was talking about, like punishing mistakes. Knows that he can cut with the sustain. I think that Mauga can definitely burst to a support pocketing somebody. I don't think he can burst with 2 supports pocketing somebody though. But to one definitely. Look at that damage. He's barely getting tickled, bro. Barely taking any damage. And they win the fight. To be fair, right now, that Fox is helping him a lot, and he also used window. He also used window a couple of times, but still, I learned a lot from this. I did not expect this to be that much damage. That was a lot of damage, bro. So let me show you again how much damage he did in that game specifically. 36,590 damage during that game. 45 eliminations, 21 assists, 7 deaths. The supports, their supports healed way more than his supports. Way more. He got almost to 20,000 damage mitigated with him, like he had a shield. So what I personally learned from watching him, and 9k healing, exactly. Dude, what I learned from watching him is the following. In fights, I will start with left click, try to close the distance, and then use left click and right click, and then shoot the tank when I'm sure that I'm not going to take a lot of, I'm not gonna miss any bullet, you know, because of the bullet spread. That's what I'm gonna be doing. Secondly, I'm going to be using my E ability after the fight kind of begins, you know, after I take 100, 200, 300 damage, depends. Thirdly, I will shoot squishies only if they overextend in a team fight, because if I shoot squishies, then I will for sure miss some bullets, and if I miss some bullets, then I will probably not be as tanky as I could be and not do as much damage as I could do instead of just shooting the tank. So what he's doing is literally optimizing his healing and damage mitigated with his DPS onto the tank, rather than going for kills in the backline and trying to punish people out of position. And another thing that I saw with him is that he used his ultimate once like a Winston bubble, but a chunky Winston bubble, a thicker Winston bubble, just to make sure that the soldier was not going to visor the backline over there. I would have pinned into the backline and tried to catch as many people as possible. I don't think I've ever seen him actually shift into the backline and use his ultimate, right? What he did was he was holding corners, shooting, and then drops the trap. Obviously, this gameplay can be improved and stuff, but I think that if you microanalyze from a little bit like how he played with these stats, I think you're going to be winning a lot of games. The other part that helped him a lot was the enemy support lineup. If they had Zen or Ana, he could definitely not play this playstyle. He would get discorded and melt, he would get slept, he would get antied, he would die. But with any other supports in this case, I think you can get away with this playstyle very easily. But super interesting to see that he wasn't actually using his mobility skill to help him get closer. He was using his E to help him get closer, and his mobility skill, his shift, just in case he needs it to reposition the team fight. So it's not like a Reinhardt pin where you close the distance and then you start hammering. You know what I mean? Oh my goodness. And of course, Baptiste with windowing, Hiko with Fox helped him a lot. And even if they would go with Ana Zen, I think you can just avoid the Zenyatta Discord, hide around the wall for a little bit. Then you have 7 seconds in which you can use your E after you take some damage. You can still play around that. And if you get slept, you will be waken up if you're going to play against another Mauga. You will take a lot of chip damage. You're going to be taking like that incendiary damage, you know. So the dot that he applies to you if you're going to be in a Mega Mauga matchup. So you should probably just Suzu the anti-nade, which is very easy to Suzu. And it's just going to be over. Super interesting, bro. I don't think I've ever seen a tank do this much damage in these many minutes. Other than maybe a full charge Zarya double pocketed.